Hello everyone, this is Howard, and today I'm going to present the snapshot of South America, the economic factors and business environment. So in South America, there's 12 countries, including Brazil, Bolivia, Argentina, Chile, Peru, Colombia, and so on. So, and in this South America, they have 400 millions of populations, and as you can see, it also represents 6% of the world's populations. And as you can see this chart, Brazil have almost 200 millions of population. So Brazil is pretty big country, and also is biggest market in South America. And the second one would be Colombia. Third one would be Argentina. So these three biggest market in South America also reflect their GDP. So these three countries have the very high GDP in South America. For example, Brazil has 1,800 billions of GDP, and Colombia 323, Argentina 445, and the average of other countries in South America is only like 93 billions. And also, these three countries have a really high unemployment rate. Like for example, Brazil has 11.9%, and Colombia and Argentina also nearly 10% of unemployment rate, and the average of other countries would be like 7.4. And the inflation rate is pretty high in these three countries, and especially Argentina is crazily like 41.7%, and the average of other countries in South America is only 3.2. So you may ask, why Argentina has such high inflation rate? So I did some research. The reason why Argentina inflation is nearest highest level in 3 decades is the major factor is that the legacy of poor fiscal discipline left by the economic depression from 1998 to 2002. And so the government just started to printing monies, and this led to the an average annual inflation rate of 300% between 1975 and 1990. So people in Argentina will always expect the inflation to be high, and demands increasing wages, and firms continue raising prices because they just expect that the cost of the input to increase. So now let's go back to the three countries I mentioned. So in Brazil, it's the biggest market in South America, and its top three trade partner would be China, United States, and Argentina. And the top three exported good would be oil, mineral foods, oil seeds, and oils. And the strength of Brazil, like, is the largest. You have large populations and varied mineral resources and agricultural harvests. And the weakness of the Brazil would be sensitive fiscal position and infrastructures bottlenecks. And the second one would be Argentina. Argentina's top three trade partner would be Brazil, China, and United States. And top three exported goods would be animal feeds, cereals, and motor vehicle and parts. And the strength of the Argentina would be the major agricultural player, like soybean and wheat and corn. And they also have the large shale oil and gas reserves. And the weakness of Argentina would be weak fiscal accounts. Like I just mentioned, the inflation is really, really high in Argentina. And the second weakness would be capital controls were tight, very tight. Okay, and third country would be Colombia. Colombia's top three trade partner would be United States, China, and Mexico. And its top three exported goods would be oil, mineral fluids, coffee and spices, and precious stones and metals. And the strength of the Colombia would be ports. It ports on two oceans, and they have pretty large populations. And the weakness of Colombia is really sensitive to the U.S. economic situation because those two countries really close. Yeah. So that's my brief introduction of South America's economic factors, and thank you so much.